Next, unable to control your body and irregular behaviors. So sometimes I make some really weird moves, like this. You know, like some kind of crazy people. I would do this in front of people sometimes. Like I would either speak out loud when I'm not supposed to, or move erratically in a meeting or something, and I couldn't control it. I I tried my best to hold it back, but I cannot control it. This is something associated with my mood because I it only happens when I'm really, really depressed. I still remember like there is this one time in high school during a class. The teacher is like presenting the lecture and everyone is paying attention and being quiet. And all of a sudden I just went like unhinged and everyone started to staring at me and just like the most embarrassed moment like you can think of. Like you feel the crunch, right? So the teacher was like, if you want to do drugs, it's better to do it after you get home and not in the school. And I was like, I I I don't need to have drugs to be crazy. I'm born weird. So I feel like if I knew this is because of depression, I wouldn't think me to be so different from other people and stayed in my shell all the time. Maybe I could, like maybe I could actually seek out help and maybe try to explain people why I'm so weird and maybe ask them to pity me a little bit, maybe cry a little. Maybe I could just just cry for help while I still can, while I'm still a teenager and are still allowed to cry. So maybe it will turn out to be different. You don't know. So yeah, I guess that's unfortunate. Another thing that made me think that I'm weird is that I like to talk myself like a lunatic. There is a voice in my head that's just shitting on me constantly. After I learned about depression, I learned that this is something associated with it as well. Like other people also have voice in their heads when they have like mental issues. However, I do not want to give this to depression because before I even realized other people have similar issues due to mental health, I had a perfect explanation on why and where my inner voice is coming from. So she likes to belittle me. You know, you are weird. You are so stupid. You are so useless. You are such a piece of shit. The typical Chinese parenting. Nothing special here. But also, I feel like the Chinese society is harsh. You are constantly judged by your intelligence, your family status, and your looks, etc. I mean, like, I guess you are judged by those no matter where you are, but I feel like in the US, or maybe in Western countries, there is like a fake layer on top of that, which pretends that it's not okay to judge people by those status, that you should not judge people based on those characteristics. And in China, you have no such layer. Like there is absolutely nothing wrong to judge people and treat people differently based on the resources you have. And that's just like terrible because I don't have any of that. So it feels really, really bad to be constantly reminded that you are inferior, worthless, and being shitted on simply because you are not having those resources. So I come up with this genius idea, sort of a self-defense mechanism, which is before anyone can shit on me, I'm going to shit on myself. Before anyone can hurt me, I will hurt myself first, so that no one else can hurt me anymore. I know, I know, I know it just sounds super, super stupid, but it worked. It worked like a charm. I no longer have to care about what other people think about me, what they say about me. I no longer have to feel terrible whenever she accuses me of being trash. I am trash. I know I'm trash, and I already accept that. So nobody can hurt me anymore. I already did their job. You cannot hurt me because I already hurt myself so hard that I do not feel the pain anymore. I will be like, you cannot hurt me, suckers. I already did your job. Ha ha ha. So, in the beginning, it worked like wonders. I felt invincible. So, I continued to do that as I grow up. And then, gradually, the voice is born. Now, instead of feeling bad when someone else shits on me, there is a voice in my head that's just shitting on me 24/7 for any little trivial shit that you can think of. Like, other people probably didn't even mean to hurt me, but I have to assume the worst so that I don't get hurt if that's the case. And because of that, I can no longer trust people. If someone is being nice to me, I just automatically assume they're faking it and they're just shitting on me in my back. I know it's bad, but I feel like that's just how I function now. That's how I like already build the functionality in my brain that works. The voice just like won't go away anymore. So, yeah. Okay, so there is a way I can make him shut up, which is you. So he's shitting on me every second, right? And I'm absolutely powerless against him. I cannot get rid of him. So I come up with this another brilliant idea, which is I'm going to use you as a shield to protect me from him. So when he shits on me, right, I'll be like, hey, watch it. Kids observe and learn from their parents. So you don't want her to grow up to be like me, right? You don't want her to be as terrible as me, do you? So you better shut up and try to make sure I act as a good parent. And it worked. At least when I had more hope, he will stay quiet. Because we both love you very, very much, and we want you to be not like me. So, I'm sure you will not be as weird as me, but in case you ever doubt yourself, if this world ever treats you terribly and make you think that you're not good enough, don't listen to any of them. You don't have to believe whatever they say. You are perfect just the way you are. I know this sounds like a cliche that you hear all the time, which makes me cringe every time I hear it, but I really mean it. I absolutely mean it. You do not have to do anything in order to be, you know, to 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 be not terrible. I will love you no matter what. So use Daddy as a shield. Just like how you're protecting me, I will protect you, and I will protect you forever. So you will always be my best. Cool?